Yesterday, I got quite the delivery. This insulated box says, package is approved to be released on first attempt under all conditions. Can I borrow you?
Oh, my name's on it.
Sean and HeySeanEly.
I'm included.
Really going down a path that I love right now of receiving gifts from farms. This is from Andy. Andy is a Rory Boyle monthly member that has a farm in Maryland, which I think is pretty great.
That's what Maryland does!
1 pound of jumbo Gulf shrimp and, oh my God, Maryland crab meat, like real deal jumbo lump crab.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
And probably the best ice packs I've ever seen. It just says the crab place. This is something they do normally. Thank you.
Can you make crab cakes? North America blue crab. Dog. This is going in the precious drawer.
You guys, the excitement is real here on the vlog today. Welcome back to my home kitchen. I'm back in Chicago, Illinois. You saw the last video, but now we're cooking. Hey, good looking, we're getting cooking. Thanks to Andy sending the jumbo lump crab. See, in Chicago, we don't get a lot of that. Maryland crab meat, hand-picked with pride. I believe it. So for the very first time in my life, I am gonna make crab cakes myself. I've had a lot. I get them when I travel. I'll even get them in Chicago. I'm sassy like that.
Just get all fat and sassy.
But today, I'm gonna make them for hopefully, we'll see. I don't know how the thumbnail turned out. You know before I do. We're long, wide open. A dish of crab cake eggs Benedict. I hope it turns out okay. Cubs win.
Cubs win! Cubs win!
Andy sent me a recipe. I'm gonna follow that for the crab cakes, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and make hollandaise sauce and toast a muffin. We're gonna put it all together, and we're gonna see what happens. Will you try this crab on camera with me first?
I'm here for snacks.
I mean, you gotta like seafood.
I love seafood. That smells exquisite.
Get a little hit of this.
You know, my main experience with this is like crab legs. I always used to do the add-on order at Red Lobster. Quality seafood, I'm sure.
That was Allie's family's like zhuzhed up restaurant, was like to go to Red
Birthdays.
Lobster. We were a Chili's family, so you guys had a little more class on our ass.
I think we should share an awesome blossom. What do you say? They are awesome. You want to, Christian? Awesome? Sure.
Cheers.
Damn, dude. It's very clearly from a farm and not a package.
That is insane.
There's a
Perfection.
sweetness. There's a sweetness, a tenderness. It's not overly like fishy tasting, but it still has like everything it needs. Wow.
That's perfect. There's
It's-
more.
Eating it like popcorn.
I don't know how to get it out properly.
Let's go ahead and bring in our friend here for a little, I mean, honestly, you need to see what's going on. I'd love to have someone shoot these for me. If you want to come over to my apartment and you have video experience, HeySeanEly@gmail.com. Come work for me. I can pay you in crab pinched from the top of a container. Pound of crab in the bowl, a cup of fresh breadcrumbs on top, moisten with 1/3 cup of milk. Just gonna kind of push this down to break up that crab a little bit in this mixture. That way it kind of touches the milk a little bit. Move that out of the way. Prep Sean slightly beat an egg. He was confused on how to do that, so this was him struggling his way through it. I'm lightly beating you. Not too much, just like a little bit. I don't know. Slightly beaten egg. Figure it out.
Let's watch they try to figure it out.
1/4 cup of mayo. Mini spatulas, I think, exist for this sole purpose, which is just to scrape stuff out of other stuff. On every cooking show in the world, they never show the dishwashers and all the people behind the scenes. If you work for me, I promise you will be a character in this show. Seriously though, why don't, that's so rude. Would they have to pay them then? Oh, it's a union thing. Half a teaspoon of baking powder. 2 teaspoons of parsley, freshly chopped. Half a teaspoon of salt. And then a 1/4 teaspoon of white pepper that I just so happen to have.
Why are you white?
When you do this YouTube recipe thing for a while, you oddly have stuff you'd never otherwise buy. Now we're gonna combine this by stirring. I'm assuming combine just means stir it, put it together. All that weird stuff immediately looks like a good, it honestly kind of looks like deviled eggs, like that you'd put in the whites. Combining 500.
Good luck, sir.
And now we're going to pour this mixture over the crab crumb milk mixture. The CCM. Mini spatula, once again. How much of cooking is just washing your hands 82 times? It's pretty good coverage for just doing it. What does the flour do? People that know science, what does the flour do? And then something that's excruciatingly hard for me to do, but cooking has taught me, you gotta wait. I'm gonna put this in the refrigerator for 1 hour.
Oh, God.
It has been 1 hour. My sous chef says it's time to make some crab patties. So we shall. What's it look like? Kind of looks like popcorn with like a bunch of butter that got coagulated on it. Am I wrong? Tell me. One time I filmed a shot like that for a video and I left the GoPro in the refrigerator for a full night and it was fine. So, not sponsored. All right, now we're going to form these into cakes. You don't want to like overpack them. You just want to make little discs, it says. So that's what I'm gonna do. I try to follow directions as much as I can in life. The fridge move really does help, I'll tell you what. Knowing that I have such fantastic small farm crab for this recipe makes me so excited. Anything that I've glaringly done wrong already, this is my first time ever making them. I think I can't reiterate that enough.
Be gentle.
Part of me thinks doing something wrong the first time is almost better because it makes you strive to get better and better. If you think you're just one of those people that's just gonna like be a prodigy, I hate you. Okay, there we go, that's 7. Turn this into a drinking game that every time I've washed my hands, some of which I didn't even film, take a drink. I don't have wax paper, we're using parchment paper. These are going back in the refrigerator for 45 minutes. I would say start this recipe when you're not hungry, and by the time you're done, you'll be real hungry. We've got our hollandaise sauce mix with milk, our Knorr powder, and 4 tablespoons of butter. Stirring constantly, and then let simmer. Now for the first time in my life, I'm gonna poach eggs. I've never myself done it. I love poached eggs, but I'm such a baby. I've never done it. That's what this blog is about, conquering fears, doing things in the culinary world for the first time. We're in this together. I'll take her by my side. We're nice and hot. I'm gonna go down to low to simmer. Here's where I'm just gonna go for it. Gotta go really low. Wow. Do one over here. I go just 3 at a time. I'm terrified. Go over here. You don't want them to touch. They're like little octopi. You're just gonna let them, they look like they're in little pods and they're gonna be like preserved for the future. You will come out 500 years later and keep going. This is actually wild looking. Like I didn't, how do I not know? This is what they just do at diners?
No.
And now maybe the hardest part of all of this is I'm gonna now add oil to this pan. Getting this to all be hot and to eat it together is crazy. You have this is like a 3-person job. do some oil, and now we're gonna fry our crab cakes. Hollandaise is looking good. Thicky thick, girl. Okay, let's go ahead and take our cakes out. Get this hot.
I mean, that looks good.
Yeah, that doesn't look terrible. Not the best, but they look, I mean, that looks not terrible. Let's fry some crab cakes. Try to do them all at once. 7 is kind of the perfect amount. Look at that. Time to flip. Ooh, look at that browning. Ooh, they're so beautifully brown. We're looking good, fam. Let's go over here. I mean, for someone who has no idea what he's doing, and even following instructions, I try, but I'm not great at it. They look pretty darn good. I just really want Longmeadow Farms to not hate me. That's really where we're at. Firm, crispy, crunchy. They look great for a first timer. There we have it, you guys, the Maryland Crab Cake Benedict. Thanks to Andy. First and foremost, before I go into the Benedict, I want to take a bite of just one of the crab cakes as is. See how I did and how this crab held up. It's fantastic. So fun knowing that I cooked it and that Andy sent it from her farm. Wow. Cannot recommend more. All right, let's get into this Benedict. I don't order Benedicts at diners very often, like maybe 3-4 times a year, max. But I do love them. I got the English muffin, the crab cake, the hollandaise, the parsley. There's the bite. I'm just gonna go in handheld. You know how I do. Cheers. It's so satisfying. The crisp on the fry of the crab cake mixed with the creaminess and the zip of the hollandaise, the base of the muffin. I mean, Benedicts just aren't bad. Such a satisfying fork. Let's get a little bit of the yolk in there. I learned a lot from cooking the Eggs Benedict as a first time. Like, I'm already excited for the next time. But an egg's an egg. When you're an egg fanatic, it'll do. This is what I imagine people who like paint their house or mow their lawn or like fix an electrical outlet. They feel that sense of like, I did that myself. That's why I'm with cooking. I could have done some things better, but it's damn good. I ain't mad about getting fresh Maryland crab delivered to Chicago in the winter. What are we saying? Crab cakes are such a fun texture because they're crispy on the outside, but they're still fluffy and moist, like very cloudy on the inside. Wow. Have you guys ever made Benedicts for yourself? Have you made crab Benedicts? Where do you get your crab? Flaky, crispy, crab cake, and egg, and hollandaise. For the holidays. Plenty of fun little recipes coming up on the channel in the next couple months. I'm so glad you joined me for this one. I can't take a small bite, it's just too good. I'm such a skillet guy when I go to diners. It's like the tried and true. I like all the flavors. But Benedict kind of like has its own little corner on satisfaction too. Life's good. That'll do just fine.
That'll do, donkey. That'll do.
I will see you guys soon again for another video. As always, the Rory Boyle fan club. Through thick and thin, the RBFC coming through. I love each and every one of you guys for watching the cooking videos. Very much not a how-to to do this. You just being front row for me trying to do this. I just can't get over how good the crab is. I've never had crab like that delivered to me before. What a fantastic situation. Just in a jug, ready to be made. I love you guys. I'll talk to you very soon. The Crab Cake Benedict up. The Crab Cake Benedict down. About to smash. And we got leftovers for tomorrow. Can't go wrong. Good little brunch. Be good to each other. Oh yeah.
Like where you come from, baby, I'm trying to slide, make you mine, waste my time, little baby, you are my